Story. The conception for a country of the association address is fixed in Paper 2, Chapter 3, Paragraph I of the Basic Law, that state how the CEO shall of period to period offer to the convention data of the country of the association, and encourage to their review such a measures as he shall magistrate required and feasible. The tertiary CEO, Thomas Jefferson, ruined in his predecessors for his country of the association address, electing to supply his communication in written. Jefferson set a precedence how lasted for more than rather than 100 year, before CEO Woodrow Wilson tell in man to a collaborative meeting of convention in 1913, on to the archive. SOTU notables. Washington had the brief address, in his 1790 speaking covering fair 833 speech. It is believed to include lasted just 10 protocol. Presidents William Henry Harrison and James Garfield never brought a country of the association address. Both of dead in office space up they were capable to. CEO Barack Obama is the just African American CEO or no, to include always aimed a collaborative meeting of convention. The country of the association address has been deferred just one day, in 1986. CEO Ronald Reagan's address was initially planned on the identical day as the Contender Area Canoe Blast. It was detained before the next 1 week in lighting of the tragic. The opposition answer. The Massachusetts Congresswoman comes of one of the largest visible families in US policy as the large nephew of ex-CEO John F. Kennedy. He will pursue in the footsteps of his large uncle, Senator Ted Kennedy, who was portion of a team answer to CEO Ronald Reagan's country of the association in 1982. The nominated surviving at low one term of the CEO's office is choose to remain over of the speaking every year in instance of disaster. The nominated surviving goes to a remote, safe and unsolved position external Washington time. All else gathers to hear to the CEO's address in the Capitol. The nominated surviving must be acceptable to be CEO, and if a high-ranking heir survives a capacity occurrence, how man would be CEO front of the nominated surviving. The experience begun in the 1960s, for the common Cold Warfare, while down there were fears of a nuke assault. Guests recent year, the CEO and at first Dame Melania Trump card posted, logistic. The country of the association is brought in the camera of the building of representatives in members of both of the building and the Senate, as so as the justices of the high trial, members of the CEO's office and the tactful housing in maintenance. The CEO is accompanied in the camera by members of both of the building and the Senate, and their arrival is announced by the Sergeant-at-Arms of the building of representatives. The orator of the building introduces the CEO. The top members of every camera of convention are sitting over the CEO for the address. The defect CEO, someone is the CEO of the Senate, and the orator of the building. The CEO pro tempore of the Senate sits in the defect CEO's chair if the defect CEO is not in maintenance.